Have you ever wondered if certain behaviors you've developed throughout your lifetime might be quietly diminishing your overall well-being? As we journey through life, habits that once seemed innocent can gradually drain our energy, affect our relationships, and prevent us from experiencing true fulfillment. This guide reveals 7 critical behaviors you should consider abandoning to regain control of your life. Each habit could be restricting you in ways you haven't recognized, from how you interact with others to your approach toward physical and emotional health. By letting go of these behaviors today, you'll not only extend your lifespan but also enhance the quality of your remaining years, filling them with wisdom, independence, and genuine satisfaction. Whether it's finding your voice again, strengthening connections with loved ones, or rediscovering life's simple joys, every recommendation will help you unlock a more rewarding future. Your most vibrant years may still lie ahead. First habit, silent agreement. Think about how often you nod in agreement merely to avoid conflict. How frequently do you silence your thoughts and feelings to maintain peace? Many of us fall into this pattern, especially as we mature. Somewhere along our journey, we learned that keeping harmony means remaining quiet, agreeing with others, and avoiding disruption. Here's the painful truth. Each time you agree with something contrary to your beliefs, each time you say yes when your heart screams no, you chip away at your self-worth, surrendering pieces of yourself until eventually you might wake up, unable to recognize your own reflection. You might believe that conforming to others' views helps avoid unnecessary tension or stress, but in reality, you're losing something far more valuable: your voice. When you stop questioning, when you cease standing for your beliefs, you allow others to dictate your lifestyle and make decisions for you, whether they realize it or not. This gradually erodes your sense of autonomy and identity. Many people believe that with advancing age, their opinions become less relevant and their decisions less significant. Nothing could be further from the truth. The wisdom and experience you've gathered through your years are invaluable, offering a unique perspective and depth of understanding that younger generations simply don't possess. Why should you, of all people, silence yourself when you carry a lifetime of lessons within? Consider all the occasions when you wanted to speak up but didn't, the times you disagreed but remained quiet to maintain harmony. The truth is, by doing so, you're not just keeping peace with others, you're losing peace within yourself. You deserve to be heard and have input regarding your own life. Don't let anyone convince you that your voice doesn't matter. It's more important than ever, because it emerges from profound experience and hard-earned wisdom. When you stop questioning and blindly agree with others, you weaken your ability to defend yourself and make independent choices. Over time, this leads to feelings of helplessness, as though life is happening to you rather than for you. Break this cycle by reclaiming your voice, trusting your judgment, and making decisions based on your values and beliefs, not someone else's. Second, habit, social withdrawal. As we age, the temptation to retreat can feel overwhelming. Staying home, avoiding gatherings, and allowing friendships to fade might seem easier. The energy required to maintain relationships or meet new people can feel exhausting. But here's the harsh truth. Isolation is a thief, robbing you of connection, joy, and the very essence of what makes life meaningful. Loneliness isn't just an emotional experience, it's a physical one. Research demonstrates that extended isolation can lead to serious health issues, including increased risk of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. The human brain is wired for connection. We are social beings, meant to share our lives with others, exchange ideas, laugh, cry, and feel together. When you disconnect from the world, you're doing more than avoiding social discomfort. You're depriving your mind and body of the nourishment needed to flourish. It might feel easier to withdraw, especially when energy levels decline or when you feel you have less in common with others than before. But the truth is, you have so much to offer. Your life experiences, stories, and wisdom are treasures others need to hear. Don't underestimate the power of connection, even if it's just a simple conversation over coffee or a phone call with an old friend. When you isolate yourself, loneliness creeps in like a slow poison. eroding not just your emotional well-being but your physical health too. It seeps into every aspect of your life, often without your awareness. Initially, it's just a quiet feeling of being alone, but over time it can transform into a deep, aching sadness, a sense that something essential is missing. The good news? It's never too late to reconnect. Reach out to those around you, family, old friends, or even new acquaintances. Don't wait for others to approach you. Be proactive in nurturing relationships that bring you joy. Step outside your comfort zone, even slightly at first. Attend that social gathering you've been avoiding, or call someone you haven't spoken with in a while. You might be surprised how much better you'll feel when opening yourself to connection again. Remember, it's not about constantly being surrounded by people. It's about having meaningful interactions that enrich your life, whether through intimate conversations with friends, joining community groups, or simply being more present with people you already know. Connection is vital to your well-being. Don't let isolation steal that from you. You deserve to feel connected, valued, and seen. Reach out, reconnect, and participate in the world again. The joy, peace, and fulfillment you seek might be closer than you think. You might believe forming new connections at your age is challenging, or perhaps your friends have moved away, grown distant, or are no longer present. These feelings of isolation can easily take hold, making you believe a solitary life is your only option. Nothing could be further from the truth. Countless ways to stay connected and rediscover human interaction still exist. You needn't surrender to loneliness or accept days spent alone. Whether joining a community group, enrolling in a recreational class, pursuing a hobby, or embracing technology to maintain contact with distant loved ones, opportunities await your engagement. Every interaction, regardless of size, brings immense benefits to your heart, mind, and spirit. These moments of connection, laughter, and shared stories nourish your soul in ways you might not realize, reminding you that you belong to something larger, that your life still has much to offer, and that you remain valued. If you've been avoiding people or skipping social activities because they seem too effortful or you feel disconnected, it's time to stop. Human interaction represents one of the true secrets to aging gracefully, to living joyfully and purposefully even in later years. Don't let isolation's false comfort drown out the laughter, conversations, and warmth awaiting you. You deserve that, and the world deserves your stories and wisdom. Third habit, health neglect. Let's discuss neglecting your physical health because you believe it's too late to make a difference. This mindset represents one of the most dangerous and disheartening traps we fall into as we age. It's easy to believe that since your body has endured so much, or since you're not as young and strong as before, nothing matters anymore. Perhaps you've convinced yourself that exercise won't change anything, that eating healthier serves no purpose, or that postponed doctor appointments aren't important. Let me assure you, this couldn't be further from the truth. Regardless of your age, it's never too late to start caring for your body. Small, intentional changes can still dramatically improve your quality of life. Every effort counts. A short neighborhood walk, gentle stretches, or simple balance exercises can significantly improve your mobility and reduce fall risks. These aren't meaningless routines. They're steps toward maintaining independence and feeling stronger and more capable. Don't underestimate these small acts of self-care. They can transform your life. Your diet plays a pivotal role in daily well-being. A nutritious diet featuring whole foods and plenty of water can provide unexpected energy. It can help prevent chronic diseases that become more common in later life, like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Imagine how much better your days might feel with more energy, fewer aches and pains, and the knowledge that you're giving your body the fuel it needs to function optimally, even at this life stage. Here's the key insight. Caring for your physical health affects more than your body. It profoundly impacts your emotional well-being. When you prioritize health, you tell yourself you matter, reminding yourself that you still have much to live for, many moments to enjoy. The better your body feels, the more active and engaged your mind becomes. You'll notice increased self-esteem and a more positive life outlook. You'll feel more capable, confident, and alive. Who wouldn't want that? This isn't about reversing time or pretending you're younger. It's about honoring the incredible vessel that's carried you through life and giving it deserved care and attention. It's about maximizing your remaining years by ensuring they're filled with vitality, energy, and well-being. When you care for your physical health, you invest in your future. A future where you can continue enjoying activities, experiences, and relationships that give your life meaning. Stop telling yourself it's too late or pointless. Every small, health-improving action, whether an extra walk, balanced meal, or long overdue doctor visit, brings you closer to a life with more joy, freedom, and time to savor what truly matters. Your health is a gift you can still nurture regardless of life stage. Don't surrender now. Much remains to experience, and you deserve to be at your best for it. Fourth habit, past dwelling. You must stop living in the past and allowing memories of earlier times to overshadow your present. Reminiscing about important life moments is natural. Holding on to people you once knew, places you've visited, and choices that shaped your identity. But while memories are precious, they can become chains restraining you from fully experiencing the beauty and potential of the present moment. Living solely in memories, however sweet, keeps you locked in a place that no longer exists. The tragedy is that it blinds you to the joys, opportunities, and experiences still awaiting you. As we age, many believe our best days lie behind us, and life's excitement has passed. You might find yourself thinking about former acquaintances, things you wish you'd done differently, or missed opportunities. Regret powerfully clouds the present, making it seem less vibrant compared to the past. Such thinking is limiting and robs you of opportunities to create new moments of happiness and fulfillment. The past is gone, and while honoring it matters, it shouldn't define your present. The present moment is all we truly possess. What you do with your time now matters more than anything preceding it. Yes, you can't change the past, none of us can, but you can decide how to live today. You can choose to maximize every sunrise, conversation, and opportunity that arises. When stuck in the past, you essentially reject the future, the beautiful unknown possibilities still ahead. This isn't your journey's end. It's a new chapter, brimming with potential if you're willing to turn the page. You might believe that at an older life stage, no more chances for adventure, excitement, or growth exist. That's a mistaken perception. Life continues offering gifts regardless of age, but you must remain open to receiving them. Whether trying a new hobby, learning a long, curious skill, or forming new friendships, each day brings growth and joy opportunities. It's never too late to begin a new story filled with peace and happiness bringing elements, but you must leave the past where it belongs, in your memories without controlling your present. Remember, the best might still await if you allow it. Fifth habit, excessive self-sacrifice. Let's discuss sacrificing your happiness and well-being for others. For many, this behavior feels noble, even necessary, especially if you've spent your life as a caretaker, prioritizing others because you felt responsible. You might believe your worth connects to how much you give, how many people you please, or how selflessly you serve your family, friends, or community. But here's a hard truth. Constantly putting everyone else's needs before your own gradually erodes your sense of self. Worse, sometimes those you sacrifice for don't appreciate what you've surrendered. You've likely spent years, if not decades, caring for others, whether children, grandchildren, spouse, or other family members. You've directed your energy toward ensuring everyone else's well-being. You've set aside dreams, ignored health concerns, and postponed happiness, always thinking you'd eventually focus on yourself. That day has arrived, and it's time to recognize your happiness matters equally. You've earned it. The harsh reality, when continuously sacrificing yourself, people eventually take it for granted. They become so accustomed to your willingness to help, give, and subordinate your needs that they stop seeing the incredible toll it takes. Worse, they may begin expecting it. This isn't because they don't care about you, but because you've trained them to believe your needs aren't prioritized. That's a dangerous position. You deserve to prioritize yourself, your well-being, and the life you've always wanted. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and after years of giving, your cup might be dangerously depleted. You have every right to pursue happiness, care for your health, and spend time on joy-bringing activities. This might mean saying no more, often establishing boundaries with dependents or reserving time exclusively for yourself. Start prioritizing yourself. You've dedicated your life to giving. Now, give yourself permission to be happy. Take that long-desired trip, nurture hobbies and passions, rest without guilt. You aren't a machine built for endless service to others. You're a human being worthy of care, love, and happiness. Stop placing everyone else's happiness above yours. You've done enough. Now direct some love, care, and attention inward. You deserve a life filled with joy, peace, and freedom to live on your terms. Don't wait for permission. Give it to yourself today. In your advanced years, face this uncomfortable reality. Enough self-nullification to please others. While you've sacrificed and bent backward to help those around you, those receiving so much might continue their lives thoughtlessly, without the slightest reciprocation effort. It's painful to realize, isn't it? For years you've been the steady rock, the caregiver, the person saying yes when others say no. But what many won't admit, what you might not admit, is that over time, this constant sacrifice cycle breeds resentment. It begins as a whisper, growing louder as you recognize the truth. After years of giving to others, after countless kindness and care acts, the recognition and support you quietly hoped for hasn't materialized. The appreciation you deserve, the love you've invested in others, hasn't returned as imagined. If you continue this endless self-sacrifice path, you'll not only relinquish happiness but find yourself completely drained physically and emotionally. Exhaustion will creep in like slow fog until one day you wonder, what about me? When do I live for myself? Break this cycle for your sake alone. Prioritizing your needs isn't selfish. It's the most essential self-love act possible. You can and should prioritize your needs because ultimately, who will care for you if not yourself? Let those around you accept their responsibilities. Stop carrying the world's weight. Take care of yourself. No one can do it better. Sixth habit, ignoring personal limits. Another critical behavior to cease is ignoring your physical and emotional limits out of fear of appearing weak or incapable. A deeply rooted belief exists, especially as we age, that admitting inability to perform certain tasks somehow concedes to aging. By saying, "I can't," or "I need help," you supposedly reveal some failure, as if acknowledging limitations means losing vitality or strength. This mentality isn't just false, it's dangerous. Refusing to acknowledge limitations truly harms you. Pushing yourself to maintain previous activities, whether lifting heavy objects, keeping a hectic pace, or ignoring signs of emotional and physical fatigue, invites trouble. Your body and mind differ from 30, 40, or 50 years ago, and that's acceptable. It's normal. Time passes for everyone, and ignoring this reality constitutes one of your biggest potential mistakes. Consider how many people you've known who push themselves too far, only to suffer serious injuries or health issues that could have been prevented. How many refuse to admit tiredness, pain, or inability to handle something independently and paid the price? This happens far too frequently. The greatest strength isn't pretending invincibility, but knowing when to step back, request help, and say, "I've done enough." Trying to live as though still in younger years, whether physically pushing beyond limits or ignoring emotional stress, can have serious consequences. Your body may signal time to slow down, rest, and take better care, but ignoring these signals could exact a far greater price than anticipated. Aging doesn't mean surrendering, it means adjusting, evolving, and embracing time's changes. It means honoring the body that's carried you through many years and giving it deserved care. It means understanding that wisdom comes from knowing your limits, not pretending they don't exist. By recognizing physical and emotional boundaries, you protect yourself and create opportunities for a healthier, more balanced life. No shame exists in saying, "I need to ease up," or "I can't do this alone." It demonstrates wisdom and maturity to recognize when to slow down. Stop pushing yourself to be the person from 20 or 30 years ago. Embrace your current self, with all the experiences, knowledge, and resilience accumulated over time. You've earned the right to live at your pace, care for yourself, and enjoy life without constantly testing your limits. Release the fear of appearing weak and embrace the strength of knowing your boundaries. You lose nothing by admitting limitations. You gain freedom to live more fully and healthfully. Take a deep breath, permit yourself rest, and remember your worth isn't tied to physical capabilities but to the incredible person you've become. No amount of slowing down can change that. This doesn't mean abandoning beloved activities but adapting them to your body and mind's current reality. Knowing limitations isn't weakness but true wisdom's mark. Admitting certain things may no longer suit you takes strength and courage, and that's perfectly acceptable. Saying no, or realizing this no longer serves me, isn't loss, but self-care. A profound way to honor your body and emotional well-being. By understanding and respecting these boundaries, you prevent accidents and complications while preserving precious energy for truly important matters, those bringing joy and fulfillment. 7th habit, avoiding intimacy. Finally, stop avoiding intimate relationships because you believe you've passed the appropriate age or that it's no longer suitable. This represents one of the biggest myths surrounding advanced age, and it deserves shattering once and for all. Sexuality has no expiration date, and the idea that desire somehow fades with age simply isn't true. Sexual intimacy can remain a vital life component at any stage, including later years. Many unfortunately neglect this aspect of life due to shame, fear, or the assumption they no longer qualify. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from truth. When approached with a healthy mindset, sexual intimacy remains a powerful source of pleasure, emotional connection, and physical well-being at any age. Sadly, major barriers preventing many older adults from embracing sexuality include social and internalized prejudice. Society conditions us to believe sex exclusively belongs to the young, as though it were a privilege diminishing or disappearing with age. This falsehood robs many of an important, fulfilling life aspect. In reality, intimacy in later years can be even more meaningful. Physical closeness assumes deeper value, transcending the act itself, becoming about connection, touch, and emotional bonding, all essential to maintaining high life quality. Sexual intimacy extends beyond physical pleasure to feeling close with someone, sharing experiences bringing joy, warmth, and comfort. As you age, these elements become more precious, enriching both body and spirit. Another deterrent from maintaining sexual relationships involves concerns about performance or natural physical changes occurring with age. Bodies naturally change over time, potentially affecting physical intimacy experiences. But these changes don't end pleasure or intimacy. With age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes deeper understanding of personal pleasure sources, desires, and communication methods with partners. Many older adults discover they can explore sexuality with greater freedom and less pressure as they age. Youth's unrealistic expectations about performance, appearance, and correctness begin falling away. What remains is a more relaxed, comfortable intimacy approach, allowing deeper satisfaction. It's no longer about impressing anyone or meeting others' standards, but enjoying the experience, being present with your partner, and sharing acts of love, trust, and connection. The key lies in adapting to your body's new realities and discovering what works now. Things might function differently than in younger years, but that doesn't prevent enjoying a rich, satisfying sexual life. Explore new intimacy maintenance methods, release old standards, and find current sources of pleasure. Whether through increased partner communication, different connection methods, or embracing intimacy's emotional aspects, possibilities are endless. Remember, your sexuality belongs to you. It doesn't disappear with age but remains part of your identity. Regardless of age, you deserve to experience love, pleasure, and connection. No right age exists for intimacy, and certainly no desire age limit. Reject the myth of aging beyond this life aspect. Embrace your sexuality with age-acquired wisdom and confidence, and discover its continuing ability to bring joy, fulfillment, and meaning to life, regardless of stage. Additionally, sex in later Years provides benefits beyond immediate pleasure. Research consistently shows an active sexual life enhances overall health and well-being. Beyond emotional connection, physical intimacy offers tangible, lasting benefits for body and mind. Studies indicate regular sexual activity improves mental health, strengthens immunity, and may reduce heart disease risk. During intimacy, your body releases beneficial hormones like endorphins and oxytocin, feel-good hormones, which elevate mood, relieve stress, and contribute to overall well-being. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, fosters closeness and partner bonding. By avoiding intimacy, you might miss one of your greatest natural allies for maintaining physical and emotional health. Post-intimacy relaxation and happiness can ripple through daily life, providing more energy and a positive outlook. Remember, no universal approach to sexuality exists, especially in later years. Each person's journey is unique without rules about what sexual life should resemble as you age. Most importantly, feel comfortable and satisfied with your choices. If sexual desire remains, as it does for many, don't let age or societal prejudice convince you otherwise. You have every right to explore and enjoy this life aspect as much now as when younger. If uncertain or hesitant, seek information, have open partner conversations, and if necessary, consult healthcare professionals. Many resources and options exist to help navigate age-related physical changes while maintaining a satisfying, active sexual life. Remember, this vital aspect of identity should continue providing joy, comfort, and satisfaction, regardless of age. Life doesn't stop, and life's pleasures, emotional, intellectual, or physical, needn't stop either. Conclusion: as we conclude, reflect on these discussed habits, behaviors that for years seemed harmless or perhaps necessary, but in advanced age, become obstacles to a full, happy life. This life stage isn't about slowing down or surrendering, but embracing new freedom. A phase filled with opportunities to live richly and wisely. By abandoning these 7 habits now, begin reclaiming control of your life. Rediscover the power of living intentionally, making choices prioritizing happiness, well-being, and autonomy. Aging represents not an end, but a new chapter to be lived with wisdom, self-care, and above all, pleasure. Whether experiencing deep conversation joy, learning something new, or intimacy comfort, this life stage holds immense fulfillment potential. Embrace these lessons and let this time be as full, joyful, and rich as deserved. I hope you found value in these insights about embracing life more fully as you age. These 7 habits, if unchecked, can prevent truly joyful, fulfilling living. Apply what you've learned to your journey. What resonated most? Take a moment to reflect. What one lesson will you begin practicing? Remember, it's never too late to reclaim happiness and live with greater purpose, wisdom, and pleasure.